Hi everybody, Raging here, and today I have a little mini guide on how to defend against steel ball speed aggro. If you have troubles with that, stay tuned. We're going to go over it. I've been seeing people push a lot more with steel balls lately, and Harold Harlos here has his eyes set on pushing me with steel balls. He's 1950, and I was like 1730 or 40 in this game, so he's quite higher than me. And I opt to go with the Storm Collars and the Fangs. Nice defensive units. So I'm probably playing standard formation. And he's got these steel balls and fangs. The fangs don't pair as well with the steel balls. I like to get crawlers with them. Put them behind the steel balls so that they can tank for the crawlers, which eventually eat all of this stuff. And that's exactly what he does. So me knowing he's probably going to be taking these crawlers, I need a way to kill them. You can also see that I've set up on both sides. I know he's going to be pushing one side with steel balls. They do much better together. And I get the arc lights to try and kill the inevitable level 2 crawlers. It's a very difficult thing to beat. But we will see how this goes. So let's deploy. So he actually sets up on both sides. So I'm glad that I set up on both sides as well. It should be able to clear a little easier than if they were together. Especially these crawlers. If these crawlers are put together, they, without a doubt, overwhelm this, whatever tower they push. I also like to get these fangs back here behind the storm crawlers to defend them from crawlers. It's not as effective against the elite, but it's sort of the idea. They also walk forward like this and defend the tower slightly. You see both sides are going about the same. Can't remember if I actually win this round or not. Kinda looks like I'm going to. Get my tower. No, I'm not going to take the steel balls get in too close. Steel balls get in, and they finish the storm collars. Not too bad though, pretty even. So now I know what he's doing though. So we have a few options here. He immediately goes with heavy armor and sticks it on the level 2 balls because level 2 balls with heavy armor on round 2 is really difficult to beat. I also opt for the heavy armor. In hindsight, I think the haste module could have been kind of good for the extra damage. I'm also an aerial specialist, so I'm able to unlock the Wraith for free and get it. Seeing this coming at me, the Wraith is a good defensive unit because it also has Degeneration Beam, which can slow enemies and deal more damage and make the enemies deal less damage. But then he gets these fangs. These fangs, that's such a... This turns out to be a really good buy because it actually gets the Wraith. So let's get to... I can't do anything else this round, so that's my turn done. And he puts these fangs here and gets speed. Gets speed on round 2. So he's spending for speed. So I thought I'd be able to just very easily get, I figured these steel balls would get in to my tower, but I didn't expect the level 2 fangs. And they actually managed to take down the Wraith. And then the round pretty much goes exactly how it went last time. Steel balls come in, and then they eat the storm collars. So how am I going to actually stop this? I don't know if you guys actually have trouble with this. I have a little bit here and there. I usually, ground rule number 1, get a Wraith. And then, of course, he gets a speed specialist. He gets a couple of these during this game, and I think I opt to go with Nano. And I'm probably going to plink down another Wraith on this side. I think that's what I do here. So yeah, he does go with speed. And he actually sells this ball, which I did not expect. So that is exactly what I did. Gets range on the fangs. It gets more fangs. So I know I said this is a steel ball push, but it's also a huge fang push. Oh my god, I get the oil to stop the push, knowing that he definitely has got that speed specialist. And I think he suspects I'm going to be grabbing a Wraith with the Nano Repair, so that's why he gets the range on the fangs and gets more fangs. He's sort of responding to what I did initially here. When I'm elite, I really don't like to get fangs, because I feel like they're pretty easy to kill, and I actually end up leveling my units a lot. Or vice versa, my enemy levels their units a lot off of just my fangs. So he actually puts fangs on the flank as well. This guy's really coming at me now. He's really coming at me. So the oil is pretty good. Definitely stopped him in his tracks. But there's so many fangs. This is actually doing pretty well. And this is not healing, but they're doing okay. This is going to fall now to these fangs. So you can see I'm sort of just getting set up. I'm trying to create an early defense so that I can defend in other ways as well. Just sort of get like a base down, right? A couple Wraiths, really solid for clearing crawlers and all kinds of stuff. Alright, so we got a unit here. And I'm thinking he might take these Mustangs or these Phoenixes. And so I take the Mustangs because I see he has a million fangs. And I want to try and take these out so that my Wraith at the end can sort of just mop everything up. Right? These crawlers are pretty tanky against for the Mustangs. I also level the arc lights so that they're one-shotting the crawlers. He does take the Phoenix, so I'm relying on Wraith and Mustang to clear these Phoenixes, and he gets more fangs. I know, again, I called this a steel ball push. You will see. These boys are getting tanky now. Level 3 steel balls with heavy armor. Each steel ball has 25k health. That is a lot of HP for me to try to chew through on round 4 here with what I have. And what else am I going to get? A couple more things. Probably a couple defensive units. Probably just going to get some chaff. Yeah, looks like I just opt to get a couple packs of crawlers, eat up some fangs, maybe level them. This boy's level 2 now, so he's getting a little... He's getting pretty good at clearing stuff. And you can see the Mustangs are doing pretty well here. Wraith is getting pretty shot up. Yep, and he's gone. These steel balls are still going. Super tough for me to kill. I have so much HP. So I am going to get this tower. There's one steel ball left and some Phoenixes. I think this looks like we take this round. And yeah, we do. If we can get that guy dead, which yeah. Alright, so we take that round. Now the oil is gone, though. So last round there was oil. We both take improved firepower. And now these balls are coming. Full speed. 19 meters per second. He's probably going to hit the speed button again. I put the firepower on the Mustangs. I actually don't know what he put the firepower control on. I wasn't fully paying attention to that during the game. This Wraith is struggling against the Fangs. I think if I had built more Wraiths here with range, they may have done pretty well. He actually stuck it on Fangs. But I don't think I got any more Wraiths this game. I'm trying to think about how to... Here comes the steel balls. I'm trying to think about how to clear all these Fangs now, and like Wraiths really aren't the best for that. So I'm thinking like more Mustangs, or like... I'm thinking a lot. Trying to figure out what I'm going to do here. So these steel balls, he brings them back at level 2. Even though he sold them before. Okay, now, so the Vulcan is to clear the Fangs at the end, I suppose. And he gets stuck on the balls. Okay, so in hindsight, this Vulcan was not exactly the best idea, but it does sort of do some work during the game. Okay, so I'm just sort of chaffing up. I'm getting some Fangs. I got myself a Vulcan here. They should, yeah, they can take out all that stuff pretty easily. But now that there's energy absorption on the balls, they are just gonna launch this guy. The range on the Fangs, everything's pushing in extremely fast. So this is where I need to do something here to stop this, because he's beginning to overwhelm me. These Mustangs are doing real well. The Mustangs push up to the tower. Do we clear the steel balls? Okay, so he's just gonna get me. It's really not too bad. Oh my god. And here comes another speed specialist. So now I'm starting to get a little worried, because these things are moving real fast, cooking through. He sees it too. He's thinking, okay, these steel balls did super well last time. These steel balls did phenomenal last time. He's leveling up Fangs. I'm probably going to level these Mustangs, but I'm thinking I need a way to kill these steel balls. Nothing else in the entire game really matters more than being able to successfully kill these steel balls every time. And again, I'm aerial specialist. I'm thinking like I could get an overlord to like ground shot them or something, but now they're so tanky that I actually can't do that. So I'm thinking, how much money do I have? I got 1100, so yeah, I'm really considering my options here. How am I going to stop? Oh my god, now he has Mech Rage. So the Fangs are going 17. He hasn't hit this high mobility button, but he's going to start to every turn, and then these guys are going to be going 25. Just cooking, and so here they come. This is how... And I sell the Wraith. This is... And I get Overlord Launcher. This is my plan. This is how I'm going to stop these balls. And I didn't put the heavy on anything. I should have. I had a heavy armor. Alright, so how do we do? Nothing else matters. Big Chungus is dead. And our fort dies. This one's still going. So these guys are really moving. Yep, he did hit speed, so he's got 25. And he hit range. For his Fangs, I suppose. So I still haven't stopped the balls. It's not even on... I didn't even have the round sped up. It looked like it was sped up. But I did notice that he didn't do too bad. He got 65,000 damage out there. What am I going to get here? The Badgers are pretty good. The Rhinos are good for him. I mean, the Badgers are pretty good for him too. But the Rhinos better for him. I think he does get the Rhinos. And I think I get the Fire Badgers. Yeah, I do get the Fire Badgers. He really thought about this. And he does get the Rhinos. Okay. So, how much money do we have? 1,400. I'm pretty sure I just get more of these guys. So, oh yeah, look, this one did 46k. This one did 65k. These are helpful, by the way. I don't know if people use these, but these will show you how well your units are doing. In case you're, you know, wondering, are they worth keeping around? Should I sell them? So I sort of just spread these guys out. On this side, so that I can get more fortresses over here. Since he's pushed, this is the side I need to worry about. Okay, we got the heavy armor on this guy. Yep. I also got senior manufacturing specialist. I should mention that. That's what makes this building, this defense, possible for me. I also opt to go for degenerate to slow down stuff over here. And now we've got the Rhinos to worry about. We've got the steel balls and the Rhinos. Alright, we get one. But oh my god. It is... all this junk is flying at me a million miles an hour. And they overwhelm me. Sure, other people have been in this position. Again, he's 1950, I'm like 1730, so I'm trying to figure out how to stop him here. I do believe this is where I begin to turn it around. That barrier's looking juicy. But also, I could have taken the tank production to at least put a few more bodies in front of his steel balls. I do get the barrier, and I guess I stick it on the Vulcan. It's useless for me to put on the Fortress since I'm probably going to hit the barrier button here on them anyway. Also, there's these Phoenixes. So, I could hit the anti-air. He gets fortresses of his own. I just get more fortresses. Like, okay, I've got Rhinos in the middle. I've got steel balls on the outside. And now he has these giant fortresses here. These steel balls are just going to push way ahead of these. I don't know. I guess it keeps me from being able to missile stuff. So it's not like the worst idea. And then I mass recruit another fortress here. Just plink him down. And I start missiling. I put a missile around it here, and then I bubble. Yeah, I'm like defending, trying to just stop the last minute stuff that might get in. Glad I did that, stop the Rhino. And they are flying in still. But I have an overwhelming fortress. And they just march forward and chew everything up. I still have the Mustangs to take out the Phoenixes, which is perfect. I have a couple more Mustangs over here. But I've successfully slowed down the push. Finally. Stormcallers are still getting some purchase. Take out these Fangs. Perfect. And there's probably some units I could have been selling off here that I wasn't. My Mustangs are gonna die. I think they're just gonna sort of clean up here. Oh, the Fangs are gonna finish the round. Thank you, Fangs. Without those Fangs, he would have been saved 800 something damage on that round. So now we've got some more units. And I see these Wasps. I know I don't need these Wasps, but the Wasps are sort of scary for me because I don't have like a lot of anti-air. So anti-air barrage is going to be coming. So I take the Scorpions just so that I can like... I know I'm pretty much only going to get one shot off, but at least they are also bodies to slow down speed. And they pop bubbles like relatively well, I guess. So I stick them there, there, there. I think the levels on the fortresses are nice because I need to be able to kill these steel balls again. Okay, so he takes the melters to take out the fortresses, and I just get more fortresses with anti-air. Again, they're like, I'm thinking they're pretty good at killing the phoenixes, and also if he gets the wasps, at least I have it. It's just, I'm just preempting stuff here. I did not fully expect the melting point because I do have a lot of fortresses, and 2 melting points is not a lot, but it is a pretty good pickup for him since everything pushes forward. This guy and this guy just sort of live here with range and will be killing the fortresses as everything pushes ahead of them. Alright, and I literally just get more fortresses. I haven't gotten anything else. Maybe I've gotten some chaff, like some fangs or something, but it's all these fortresses. And now these phoenixes are done for. Hasta la vista. And look at these melting points. Look at this guy, level 3. 1, 2, 3. Level 2 fortress deleted. Actually, looking back at this now, again, I could have gotten range on the fire badgers, and that would have actually helped a little bit too, but also range on the fortress will help. These Mustangs are also getting pretty high, level 5. They're actually my top damage in the round and in the entire game. Alright, so he sort of just cleans me up. I'm almost dead. That almost kills me. We're probably both taking laser sights. I don't see anything else that really makes any sense. Because I need to kill these guys now. These are my big problem. Everything else went down, no problem. It's really just I have to deal with these. So I get the range. I have 1,300 more money. Do I get the barrier? I think I must get the barrier. Yeah, okay, full tech fortresses. This guy has 140 meter range. Oh, and now they have 155. So I'm starting to rapid resupply. This is round 10, and I'm almost dead, so I really need it. So I don't level this guy. Let's see how this goes. So he just gets more fortresses. And these... And he gets Ignite on the Fangs to kill my fortresses. And these steel balls are coming. Okay. But now they have the range, so they should be able to... Did I also get speed? Yeah, so I get the speed to make up the distance between the fortresses and the melting point at the end. Just in case that's not clear why I did that. Look at this guy. This guy's doing so much damage. And these steel balls are just melting now to my fortresses. It's getting absolutely destroyed. These fortresses are going down real fast. Look at this. The Vulcan actually getting 56,000 damage done that round. Taking out the Fangs. Oh, and it's a slaughter. And when you have this many fortresses, one round win is a real big deal. Okay, so we're like 1 round away, right? Whoever wins this round basically wins the game. I think we're going to take these saber-tooths and just sell it. I actually don't know what's more money. What is more money? Is it a level 4 sandworm or is it a level 9 saber-tooth? Saber-tooth 200, 1100. This guy. I think they're the same. Yeah, they are the same. They're the same money. Okay. So he takes Overlord and range on the fortresses. And I think I'm going to level these guys. But I also do something really sneaky here. So the way I'm going to finish this game, because I see he's making more fortresses to try and match me, which is like a pretty good idea, right? If he can shoot my fortresses with almost the same amount of force that I'm shooting with fortresses, but also have the speed of the steel balls and everything else to push in theory, he kind of like might win. In theory. I see what he's thinking, but it does seem a little late, especially if I just get more fortresses. But he really does not expect what I do here. Look at look at the back of his board. These towers are not leveled. And so I start putting fortresses back here. Because these things are not going to turn and attack these guys. And all he has is this level 5 Fang pack here. Like, yeah, I get hit with a missile, but these are fortresses. So that's my sneaky play to try and win the game. And then everything else is, I just put a fortress here. Yeah. Alright, and I get tower buff, and I put down a bunch of missiles, so here we go, baby. These guys are loading in. This goes the same way as last time. This is where we're looking. How's this gonna do? Everything's going crazy over here. We get the fangs down. We're coming for the tower. I'm getting melted. I think he would have won. I actually think he would have won the round. We take the tower. Now you can't kill the fortress. And that's all she wrote. GG. So anyway, if you also have trouble sometimes with speed comps, this is a strategy that you can use to potentially counter it. Thank you very much for watching and consider subscribing. I will probably try and put out some more guides like this and just more Mechabellum content in general. Thank you.